the world, we locked them up, or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years, even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be, when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
Welcome to Assassin's Creed 3, as we got that great intro by John Delancey, Q himself. I've been playing these in chronological order, so we are finishing up both Desmond and the Kenway saga.
We're here.
Shame Desmond never got to meet Edward.
Let's go.
It's cool that we can actually, we can find this cave in the world. Playing as, either Connor or Haytham. Of course, we can't open it. Not as much graffiti.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
Don't you think over the centuries someone would try to blast that door open or tunnel around it? Rather than just tag it.
I think we're here.
Though I guess my point about someone trying to blast through it or tunnel through it, the Chinese they know about the mercury-filled tomb of the first emperor, but they don't excavate it yet because they can't preserve what's in there, so they leave it be. This would have been quite a archaeological discovery, though, I must say.
You must find the key.
Son?
Sir. Here we go again.
It's amazing they were able to
Desmond?
keep all this under wraps.
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. Guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
I like the not having to hold A to sprint anymore. That's a good change.
Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
The tutorial is way too long in this game, though. I like it, but story-wise, but they hold your hand a bit too long. 4 sequences. Almost 5 sequences of tutorial.
Free run your way through this little obstacle course. That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. All right, Desmond, follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars. All you have to do here is jump the gap.
I'm using all white for the Purgatory Simulator. Bad on the eyes.
Synchronization levels look good now.
Hello,
Should be
Mr.
able to build the
Kenway.
world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Look at that, he's got the faded assassin symbol there on his bracer. So here you're thinking the whole first 3 sequences. Well, I'm an assassin. I'm recruiting a bunch of assassins.
Sir. Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Birch is the one that killed Edward, by the way. Haytham doesn't find this out for a few more years.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
I like that we got Sean Codex entries again here. I'm commenting on they put installed a smoke detector after the 3rd time burnt down.
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
My apologies.
Evening, Haytham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
And this is the leader of the London Assassins. We are
His trade as honest as mine. It's an honest employment. So
He's
is mine.
seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. We'll need to find another way up.
Against roads and for them. For 'tis but fitting that we should
I already
protect and
have.
encourage cheats, since we live by 'em.
Sir, Black Mole had sent word her trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order matters so as to
Got
bring
Gideon Emery playing
As the wench is very active and
Birch there.
you may
1,000
satisfy
pardons.
that I'll soften the evidence.
My apologies.
Okay, sir, is found guilty.
My
He's like
lazy
the most,
dog.
probably the most
When I
prolific
took him
voice
the time
actor there
before,
is.
I told him what would come to if he
terms of
bend his hand.
What he's in.
Death without reprieve.
I mean, he's in every BioWare game.
Or Tom Gag, £40.
Pretty sure he's been in every Assassin's Creed game, or nearly every
I can
one.
get more by her staying in.
Bet he has brought more goods into our locked year than any five of the game.
Like Captain Cutter in
To lose so good a customer.
Halo Wars 2.
If none of the gang take her off, she may, in the common course of business, leave her 12 months longer.
Fenris in Dragon Age.
A good sportsman always lets the end marker of his fly, because the breed of the game depends.
No one sees me, of course.
Besides, here the law allows us no reward. There's nothing to be got by the death of women, except our wives.
Without dispute, she is a fine woman. 'Twas to her I was obliged to my education. And to say
I like this game quite a lot, but one of my main peeves with the game is right here. This lockpicking system is god awful.
we first were torn down, we on. Her very eyes can cheat when those cheats come. She gives us of our money with
It's bad for the controller sticks. How it is.
Why we first were torn down, we on. Her very eyes can cheat when those cheats come. She tricks us of our money with Round for pride and practice every fraud to bribe her charms.
I've got a bit of stage fright.
Don't charge up with the lunatic.
And here it must be feeding to our arms. For her and wolves by night, we round for pride and practice every fraud to bribe her charms.
Jeremy's
Love like
burning
war,
tonight is a moth.
it must be feeding to our arms.
Bye-bye.
Haytham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
That's his hidden blade that Haytham is using.
Come, please!
Does this guy get tackled for?
Whatever has happened?
A man was killed. I've done no wrong. I swear. Any weapons?
Or if that guy gets convicted of it.
I beg your pardon. Did you notice anyone? No, Russia, please! Patience, please!
It happened right at that balcony.
What are those men doing in there?
I'm staying where it's safe.
Peace, friends. There is no danger.
Move! Move! Imbecile! Where are you going?
I'll search it on here. You search.
Gotta reclaim our hat.
Well, find anyone, give a shout.
I guess we just get a new one. It's probably got dozens of spares.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, we'll want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go
He'll
forth,
be back
Haytham,
for you in about
bring honor to us all.
5 or 6 years. Imagine how boring it'd be 2 months across the Atlantic.
Share my tummy good.
On the bowl and the old man is a-growling. All on the bowl and the bowling hall.
Here's our first taste of sea shanties.
Good morning, Doctor.
To you as well.
A question, if I may. Do you serve aboard the ship, or are you simply taking passage?
A bit of both, actually. I've been commissioned by the Royal Navy to study maritime illness. I'll be observing the crew during the journey. We have found that sailors fare far better on the open seas than the rest of us. I hope to discover why that is.
Well, I hope you are successful in your endeavors.
As do I. Thank you for the kind words.
It's not really hard to find out they're used to it.
A moment to talk?
Ah, a fellow Londoner. Good to see I'm not the only man of means aboard. Rupert Martin, pleased to meet you.
Haytham Kenway. Pleasure.
Seems we picked an excellent time to leave the city.
Oh?
You didn't hear about the murder at the Opera House?
No. What happened?
They're still trying to sort it all out. And I suspect they'll be at it for a good long while.
Any word on the motive?
They've ruled out robbery, so perhaps it was a business arrangement gone sour. Or something more personal, more lurid. Who knows? But I am glad to be away from it. The city grows more dangerous by the day.
They've ruled out robbery. Well done, detectives. You know, that's one achievement I never got in this game, is to win all 3 games on the homestead. I just cannot beat the innkeeper at 9-Man Morris. Can easily beat the guy at Bocce and the lumberjack at Checkers, but that innkeeper.
I'm on a bow line!
Yep, it took on average 2 months.
Will be well.
You sure about that?
Of course. Have I ever led you astray?
Nah. Though you don't sit right with the others.
Have faith, my friend. You'll see.
Well, well. Seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender parnells.
So I thought. And yet here you are.
Fancy yourself a joker, eh? Let's see how funny you find this.
That's enough, Graves.
Stay out of this.
Come on, brother, dodge! Dodge!
This is such great brawling music. Titled Fight Club.
Listen to this, Hector. Thinks he can swagger on up here and declare himself king of the castle.
Please, fellas, call this off. If the captain
To
sees
hell
us...
with the captain. And to hell with you, Mills. Whose side you on, anyway?
DDT.
I'm ready to go again if you are.
This is unwise.
Why is that? You think I'm afraid of you?
But you should be.
That cracked me up the first time I saw Haytham.
Do you? Never! How'd you like these odds?
What's the meaning of this? Captain! Explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway.
His fault. We were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about. A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Oh, I nearly forgot. There's your knife, Beth.
I don't care for you, Mr. Kenway. I've had nothing but trouble since you came aboard.
Your problems have nothing to do with me.
I beg your pardon?
You're a poor leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear your crew has no respect for you.
Look, I don't want to argue. In fact, I need a favor.
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
Really? What a surprise.
As I cannot trust any of them, I am compelled to turn to you.
And why should I help you?
Because if they do intend to betray, I'm the only hope you have of reaching America alive. Well, what will it be?
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Thank you.
But let me be clear. Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself. Are we understood? Excellent. Good day.
I wish we'd gotten more than 2 sequences in Rogue with Haytham in it.
Hello, sir.
Do you expect we'll have a pleasant crossing?
It is a quiet time of year, though rogue storms and troubled waters are not unheard of. But no need to fret. At worst, they'll prove an inconvenience. I'm more concerned about pirates and rogue privateers.
Have you encountered them before?
Aye. But the Providence is a strong ship, and her crew well trained. They will surely keep us safe.
This is my first time playing this game post-Rogue, too, so it's going to be a whole new experience knowing everything Achilles did wrong. And to know why he's such a bitter old man.
Mr. Kenway.
Captain?
Whatever they're up to, I believe it's coming to a head.
I'd best get to work.
That journal is the basis for the novel Assassin's Creed Forsaken.
He's cut our rations again. Claims we're not provisioned for such luxuries.
It's not right that you should feast on lamb and wine. Biscuits?
You looking for another fight? That it? Go away.
You there! I have some questions for you.
That's nice, but I ain't got time to gossip. Probably wouldn't have anything useful to share anyway. You want information? Try the cook or the doctor. Everyone's always chatting them up.
You're not having second thoughts, are you?
I know it needs to be done, but...
But what?
With a wife and 2 daughters, what if it goes wrong?
Doctor, if you have a moment.
Have you taken him?
No, nothing like that. I was wondering if you'd heard any rumblings of trouble aboard.
What sort of trouble?
Unusual complaints or grievances? Men taking issue with the captain
You
or the
sound
passengers?
just like James. Like I told him, I've been much too busy with my research to notice anything not work-related.
And where might I find James?
The galley's your best bet. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Are you James?
Aye.
Haytham Kenway. Pleased to meet you.
I know who you are.
I was hoping you could answer some questions.
I figured as much, but not here. Follow me. So, what do you want to know?
Have you seen or heard anything out of the ordinary since we left port? Anything that gives cause for concern?
Some of the men have been gathering at night on the upper deck. I've only caught bits of their conversations, so I couldn't say for certain what they're up to. But I suspect it bodes ill.
Is it a mutiny they're planning?
All I know is they've little love for the captain. Mills has been trying to talk him down, but there's only so much one man can do.
Thank you for the information.
I only wish to see us reach the colonies alive.
This here doesn't seem like to be that effective. Dumping barrels in the vastness of the Atlantic. What are the odds of a ship following actually finding one of these?
Evening, sir.
How are things?
Calm and quiet. Just the way I like it. What brings you topside?
Thought I'd wander a bit. Stretch my legs. That's all.
Take care where you tread. The deck hides all manner of danger in the dark.
What was that? Someone's throwing cargo overboard. But why?
He's a shifty fella. Won't hardly take his hat off. Keeps his face in too, so we can't see him watching.
He's cut our rations again. Claims we're not provisioned for such luxuries.
It's not right that you should feast on land and wine.
Curious. Most curious.
Think of all the prototyping that went.
Any news? Each night it's the same. I scout one area, and they drop the painted barrels from another. I'm going to need to recruit an extra pair of eyes. Maybe James or Mills.
Why are they doing this?
Near as I can tell, the barrels serve as markers. They're leaving a trail. My fear is it's only a matter of time before whoever's following it...
Ship sighted aft! She's making ready to fire!
Beat to quarters, men! Ready the... Brace! Everybody down! A warning shot! Seems they don't mean to sink us, but board us instead! Man the cannons! Make ready to fight! I want you below decks.
Why? Let me help you secure the ship.
Do you know how to rig a sail? To load a cannon? To wage war at sea? I didn't think so. Now return to your cabin, or do I need to have you escorted?
Yeah, but all the prototyping that came to fruition in Black Flag.
Secure the hatch!
Wave engine.
Haytham,
Ships.
have you been topside?
Climbing the mast.
A ship's appeared and means to
nets.
board us.
It's strange. There's no sign of mutiny aboard. Doesn't make sense.
Ah, but it does.
What do you mean?
Did you think you could escape from London so easily after what you did at the opera? That we wouldn't notice? That we wouldn't follow?
Ah. So that's what this is about.
Surrender, and I will see that you are treated with honor.
If you wish to treat me with honor, give me a sword.
Are you sure this is how you want to play it?
And this is why the assassins are virtually extinct in London. Kill him right away. I'm gonna toy with him a bit.
You're not going anywhere.
Okay. Let's finish him. Gotta locate the sword ambush. I'm so sick. And they're different than Connor's.
I told you to stay below decks.
I did as you asked. Only Mills was there waiting for me. He's the one that drew that ship here.
There was no mutiny. Only him.
What do they want?
Me.
Then they can have you.
Is that so?
You'll catch us anyway. There's nothing to be done.
I can think of something.
You wish us to sail into the storm?
It's our only chance.
I won't do it.
Then I will.
All right. All right.
This is the Aquila that's following.
We need those ropes secured! I told you this was madness.
Arm yourself. I'll fix your sail for you.
Game still looks impressive. Holds up pretty well.
Get off the rigging! Secure that tackle!
Tighten down the hatches!
Heave on those aft lines! Heave!
Tighten the bindings!
We need more speed! Loose the sails! Haytham, you take the foremast! James, to the mainmast with you! Heave on those aft lines! Heave!
Hardtack, yum. Hardtack and grog. What a meal.
Make ready for our arrival, men!
Arrival? I see no land, only this interminable fog.
The gulls tell us all we need to know. Climb into the crow's nest and you'll see.
You only have to actually climb the mast in 2 missions in this game, as opposed to multiple boardings in Rogue and Black Flag. Welcome back to Assassin's Creed.
Master Kenway! Master Kenway!
Yes, may I help you?
Charles Lee, sir. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I've been asked to introduce you to the city, help you settle in. Oh, no need, sir. I've arranged for your bags to be delivered to the inn.
Are you by any chance John and Isabella's son?
One and the same.
Your commission is with Edward Braddock, is it not?
Aye. But he's yet to reach America, and I figured I might... Well, at least until he arrives. I thought...
Whoops. My boot.
You, sir, buy a broadsheet.
Yes? Out with it.
Forgive me, sir. I had hoped that I might study under you. If I am to serve the Order, I can imagine no better mentor than yourself.
Kind of you to say, but I think you overestimate me.
Impossible, sir. This way.
Thief! Someone stop him!
Charles, he's
Boston's
quite
quite
the
a
yes
lively
man.
city.
There's all manner of things to see and do. Once you've settled in, I suggest you take some time to walk the streets. Who knows what opportunities you might discover.
Hold a moment. I need to fetch a few things before we get to work.
I'll arrange for horses while you do that.
Those kids, those orphan kids, are annoying. That's the that's the second fault of the game.
Damn sprigs! This accursed city will be the death of me.
You seem troubled, friend.
That's because I am. Greatly so, in fact.
What's happened?
I was robbed. The old Balkan file. Though I've managed to restore what's mine, I fear it's ruined.
You mean the book?
This is no ordinary book. It's an almanac. The first I ever wrote. Benjamin Franklin, pleased to meet you.
Haytham Kenway.
You must be new to Boston.
Why do you say that?
You're still possessed of virtue. To stop and help an old lout like myself. I don't mean to impose, but you seem a spry fellow. Should you happen to find my missing pages, I'll reward you.
Look, I'm not sure if I...
It's all right, all right. If you have the time, hurrah! If not, no harm done. The thing is useless in its current state anyway. But should you somehow manage to restore it, you'll find me inside that general store over there.
Well, that was interesting.
Ben there hasn't met, he hasn't met Shay yet at this point. Like his pages, they're the prototype for shambles. Only more annoying because there's 10,000 guards inhabiting the rooftops of Boston.
What do you need, my friend?
From going from Ezio to here, our firearm technology has devolved by about 1,000 years.
We ride for the Green Dragon Tavern. The proprietors are eccentric, but the rooms are spacious and they do not pry.
Have you been told why it is I've come to Boston?
No, Master Birch said I should know only as much as you saw fit to share. He sent me a list of names and bade me ensure you could find them.
And have you had any luck with that?
Aye. William Johnson waits for us at the Green Dragon.
How well do you know him?
Not well, but he saw the order's mark and did not hesitate to come.
Prove yourself loyal to our cause. And you may yet know our plans as well.
I should like nothing more, sir.
I wonder how they go about choosing the villain for these games. Like, just to, they probably picked Charles Lee just because of Monmouth. For Monmouth alone. That's it. Write everything else around that battle.
God proved me wrong, but I am sure. I'm not right.
You lying, cheating, no good son of a bitch.
Perhaps we've come at a bad time.
Oh, don't be foolish, dearies. Please, sit. Fancy something to eat? A drink, perhaps? Or is it a bed you require?
We've already let rooms here.
Oh, yes. Of course. Masters Lee and Kenway, was it? I'll have your bags brought up. Do you require anything further?
Only privacy.
What a deadbeat. Make his wife carry the 100-pound trunk up the stairs.
Sir, William Johnson.
A pleasure. A good lad, if a bit earnest. I'm told you're putting together an expedition.
We believe there's a precursor site in the region. I require your knowledge of the land and its people to find it.
Sadly, my research has been stolen. Without it, I'm of no use to you.
Then we'll find it. Do you have any leads?
My associate, Thomas Hickey, has been making the rounds.
He's quite good at loosening tongues.
Well, tell me where I can find him. I'll see if I can't speed things up.
We've heard rumors of bandits operating from a compound southwest of here. You'll likely find him there.
Charles?
Sir.
We'd best be off.
Of course.
There's a letter in one of the war letters in Assassin's Creed Rogue where the man he killed in London, Miko, is writing to Achilles saying, beware if they ever send Haytham to the colonies. But Achilles obviously didn't take that threat to heart. Because the assassins are in for a rude awakening.